All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A first down carry for Barkley. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Handoff to Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Flex round! Flex round! Check. Ohio!
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. off now. Hill. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now here's Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to. But I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Throwing Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Ohio. Ohio.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Lay down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Ohio. Ohio.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check, Patriots.
Looking to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Golden able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Golden Tate. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's Barkley on the counter. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there just before halftime, and even 50 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, you got three.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Jones, a final shot before break, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half, and the Giants add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And look at this, it's a fake.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now here's Johnson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They start the second half with Hill. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Leopard!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He completes it right side to White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He'll drop to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Over!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The pitch goes to Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. B.J. Goodson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Set. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Now White. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Hey, he's coming to you.
Gone, 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 gone.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Barkley, toss play left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Barkley, and they'll get him down right around the 16. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. So the Patriots coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw. Jones. There he goes inside the 30. He's got his man on the crossing route. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Ohio!
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they'll indeed take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you